remember me? I know y'all are thinking, okay, where in the world has this girl been? I like have just fallen off the face. So I wanted to come and do like a little update video to let you know that I'm still around. If you follow me on social media, you know that. But for those of you that only subscribe to me on YouTube, I'm still here. And I just wanted to let you know some things that are going on with me. INHMD, International Natural Hair Meetup Day, presented by Natural Girls Rock, is in full swing and is consuming the already limited portion of the remainder of my life. So I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Please be sure to check it out. There are videos circulating and tweets and Facebook statuses and events and all kinds of things. So you just need to check it out if you haven't already heard about it. So that's what's been taking up an inordinate amount of time. It is going to be amazing. Thank you so much to my girl Kelly J at Natural Girls Rock for being the title sponsor. She has been amazing to work with, extremely supportive, and I couldn't ask for a better title sponsor for International Natural Hair Meetup Day. We have very similar work styles, and it is just really refreshing to work with her on this particular event. So thank you so much for your support of INHMD. Let's see what else is going on. Personally, the last couple of weeks have been really difficult for my family and I. A very close cousin of mine got sick and passed away really quickly in a matter of about 5 days. And so our family has been dealing with that. It was my dad's first cousin, and my dad is an only child, so his cousins, like me, and I'm an only child, my first cousins are like my brother and sisters. And so my cousin that passed away, my cousin Diane, was just like my dad's sister. They would fuss like brother and sister. You know, my dad would say something to her and she'd be like, "Oh, shut up." But if you got on one of them in the presence of the other, they would both turn on you. It was, they just had a really, really special relationship. So we're still dealing with that, obviously. And just pray for the Wilkins family, my cousin Charles, my cousins Sakia and Jermaine, and my little cousins. Well, they're not so little anymore, they're teenagers, Kyra and Morgan, as they just start to deal with life without my cousin Diane. And even as I start to deal with life without my cousin Diane, she went to our church. We had dinner together almost every week, for the most part, every Sunday after church. That was kind of our thing to do. And so it's just not quite the same without her. But I know where she is, so I find peace in that. And now I have this trio of angels looking out for me. My Aunt Sadie, my godmother Mavis, and now my cousin Diane. So I feel like I have pretty good, not to mention my grandmother and my grandparents and things like that. But I feel like I'm pretty well taken care of. I know they're up in heaven holding court right now. I know that they are just, rejoicing. And so, it's bittersweet, but the grief, the sadness that I have is not a hopeless grief, because I know if I continue to live the way I'm supposed to live, that I'm going to see them again. So it's just been a kind of a tough time for our church, because we've lost 3 members in a matter of about 6 months. 2 of them were charter members, and then my cousin Diane, she joined a little bit later, but she was so woven into the fabric of our church that it has been a very, very tough loss. So also, for those of you that know about my mommy, pray for her too as a pastor, because it's difficult for any person, but for a pastor to bury 3 members in less than a year's time is a lot sometimes to deal with, because even the strongest of people are still human. So, but God is keeping her, God is keeping all of us, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Other than that, that's really it. When I haven't been able to do like hardly any videos, just because all of my time is spent doing things for INHMD. The samples and gifts and things like that are starting to come in, so I have to start sorting and dividing things up, and that is going to be that's going to be the rest of my life for April until probably the 1st of May. So yeah, it's about to get real and crucial. Oh, so I am going to a few events in the month of April. I'm going to make time to do that. So April 19th, I'm going to Glam Night Out in Chapel Hill with my girl, Jonna Scott Blake. I'm so excited about that. So if you haven't secured your spot there, you absolutely need to do that. I will put the link in the description box below. Then the next day, I'm going to the New Soul Natural Hair Expo in Durham, Raleigh-Durham area. It's all the same to me. And I'm so excited about that. Leela James will be there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be there that long, but yeah, that's gonna be exciting. It may just be sort of a drive-by visit, because that weekend is already packed with just other stuff. So I'm going to do those things. So if you haven't secured your spots at Glam Night Out and at the New Soul Natural Hair Expo, you definitely want to do that, because it's going to be bananas. It's going to be great. And then I'm going again, my 3rd year in a row, going to the World Natural Hair Show and Expo in Atlanta the last weekend in April. And I'm hanging out for the weekend with my girl from Sisters with Beauty, Diana. We were like Skyping. No, we weren't Skyping. We were on FaceTime. And so we were like buying our tickets, discussing what events we're going to go to. So you want to, yeah, if you haven't done that, you need to, like, your past time to get your stuff done. We are going to the opening event for Talia Wajid on that Friday night. And then we're going to go to the expo on Saturday, probably midday-ish, like 11 to 2. So if you'd like to see me, I'd love to see you. Probably around that time, I will tweet and Facebook like where I'm going to be, what time I'm going to be there. We're also going to go to the Coils by Nature event at, I think it's called Sage something. Cosmeceuticals Farm. I don't know. I'm sorry. But we're going to that event. And that's from like 2 to 6. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go to INHMD's title sponsors Natural Girls Rock anniversary party later on that Saturday night. So yeah, Sunday is definitely going to be my day of rest after I go to church with my uncle, because I'm going to be wiped. So yeah, don't forget also that there is an event coming in to Greensboro in July. Return of the Curls Gone Wild tour with Curly Nikki. I've tweeted about it. I've talked about it. You absolutely need to make sure that you are at that event. Curly Nikki's gonna be there. Yeah. So if you're in Greensboro, surrounding areas, North Carolina, some parts of Virginia are very close to Greensboro, you need to make sure that you are at Return of the Curls Gone Wild tour in Greensboro on July 13th. So yeah, I'm also going to try to make it down to South Carolina for my girls event in June. My brain is gone. So I'll put her name right here. You know who I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be like a traveling little thing this year. And I'm not hosting an INHMD event this year. I'm going to probably 2. I'm going to try to make it to more than 2 events on that day. So I'm not quite ready to reveal where I'm going yet. But the people know that the hosts know that I'm coming. So I will probably do that about a month out and tell people where I'm going to go for that event. But I'm really excited. Like, I'm seeing people's plans for INHMD and I'm like, OMG. It almost makes me want to make INHMD a weekend so I can try to go to different events, because it's hard to go to multiple events in one day. It's virtually impossible. So, but yeah, so I wanted to come let you know that I'm still in the land of the living, that I'm doing okay. I'm just really, really busy with INHMD right now, and also still trying to be a support to my family and my church family and things like that. I am doing webinar Wednesdays, and I know it's really because, you know, webinar begins with a W, Wednesday begin with a W, so that's why I'm doing it on Wednesday. I know you're like, well, why don't you do it on the weekend, on Sunday when I'm free? But yeah, so that's when I'm doing it. It would be actually more convenient for me because sometimes I have to like fly home from Bible study in order to do it. But for right now, I'm going to continue with webinar Wednesdays. I have one coming up this Wednesday, as a matter of fact, on selecting and training your volunteers for any natural hair events that you have. Even if you don't do natural hair meetups, you may want to, but you do events that you need volunteers for at church and other things. Some of the principles should still apply. So you should register for that particular event. And then the following week on April 17th, I'm doing a webinar on building your natural hair care regimen. I get that question a lot, so I want an opportunity to be able to share my thoughts and my views and my suggestions on that, and then to answer any questions that you have. All of my webinar Wednesdays happen at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any ideas for topics that you'd like for me to cover, absolutely leave those in the comment section below, and I will try to incorporate those in. I think I'm going to have to redo one that I did last week because people were like upset that they missed it, and that was on branding yourself within the natural hair community, and that's for emerging brands and business bloggers, vloggers, and those sorts of things. So I'm going to probably have to look at redoing that video again. So again, I just wanted to come and say hey and to catch you up on some things and to let you know I'm going to really, really try to do some videos, but I'm running out of content. I'm not doing my hair, you know, I'm wearing Drew all the time now because my life is crazy. And so I don't know where I am right now when it comes to content. So if you have any ideas, I love to hear about them. Leave them below. Sometimes it all just leaves me. Anyway, you all take care and be blessed. Say hi in the comment section because I miss you all. All right, bye.